Hi guys, it's Tash. Hi guys, it's Tash. Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, Hi guys, it's Tash. Welcome back to my channel. So today I called this video products that kicked off my year. It's a little bit of a cheat because really this is my January favourites video. It's just really late as we are nearly over halfway through February. So yeah, for some reason every time I've gone to sit down and film this video, something has always come up. But I'm here now, and even though I'm quite late, I'm still going to upload this video because there's quite a few products that I want to talk about. Some of them are not available anymore. They were limited edition products over Christmas, but I still want to talk about them because they are products that I really like, and yeah, I just wanted to share them with you really. So this is going to be called products that kicked off my year, but you can just read it for what it is. It's my very late January favourites. So I'm just going to jump in and get started. The first product that I want to talk about is the Vice 3 palette from Urban Decay. So firstly, let's just talk about that packaging. Some people didn't like it. They thought it kind of looked really cheap, but I absolutely love it. The only thing about it is kind of fingerprint heaven because it's that really kind of metallic reflective material. But it's gorgeous. It comes in a really nice hard plastic case, and then the back is a really nice metallic green as well. And once you've opened the palette, you're greeted by this huge, very useful mirror. It's a proper mirror and it stands up as well, so that's great. It's actually useful. You can apply your makeup using this mirror. You also get this double-ended brush as well, which I find quite useful. Some people don't really like the brushes that are included with these palettes, but I quite like the ones that are included with the Urban Decay palette, so to me they're quite useful. And then in this palette you get 20 shades. So for the past few videos you've probably seen me using eyeshadows from this palette, namely Sonic. Sonic is my favourite ever shade in this palette, and possibly one of my favourite shades ever in general. So this is Sonic here, excuse the massive swatch. I really love this eyeshadow. It's kind of what I would describe as a burnt orange, but it's got like a slight pink tint to it and also a gold tint as well. So it's almost like a duochrome, but it is one of the most beautiful shades I've ever come across. I do feel like this is a really versatile palette. It's got some really great neutral mattes in here and some great kind of red and cranberry tones, as well as your kind of blue and green tones here, and then your more smokier shadows on the end here. So it's really versatile. You can create no end of looks with it. It's absolutely incredible. And I also like that the matte shades in this palette are actually what I would consider to be matte. In the past, Urban Decay have had this habit of including what they would call matte shades, but there's always like a little bit of shimmer. They can't keep away from that shimmer, which I personally love, but I also do love matte shades as well, and I know that it can really annoy people who want their matte shades to be matte. No shimmer, just matte. So yeah. But all in all, I've had so much fun with this palette. It's just incredibly versatile, like I say, and I just can't wait to keep playing with it and come up with more looks. So this here is another limited edition palette, and this is the Illamasqua Multi-Facets palette, and this one I've got here is in Aura. And again, the packaging, it's kind of very sleek, but as you can see, very prone to fingerprints. On the back here it does have the names of the shades in this palette, which is great because it did come with one of those really annoying clear plastic sheets that you all know that I love. I can't stand them, but yeah, I was kind of happy that I didn't have to keep it. Of course, I've thrown that sheet away and I just refer to the back of the palette when I want to know the name of something. So once you open the palette, you will see that you get a really nice sized mirror once again, and it does stand up alone and it also swivels. So this is a great mirror, a really nice size and very user friendly. Then we get into the palette itself, and this is like a face and eye kind of combination palette. It is really versatile. The product we have is a cream product, this one in the middle at the top here, and this is called Hollow. And this is one of their really popular contouring shades, especially for those of us with paler skin. It's just a really super light taupey grey contour colour. In the palette can be used as an eyeshadow, but it is actually marketed as an eyeliner. You can either use it dry or you can mix it with a mixing medium. I think Illamasqua do their own one. I think it's a sealing gel. I do have that somewhere. So it also includes a really cool eyeliner as well. I love how versatile this palette is. I think it's great for travelling because you've got your blush, your highlight, you've got your eyebrows sorted, your eyeliner and your eyeshadows as well. Unfortunately, this is one of those products that was limited edition, but I did find another palette in the collection, kind of same deal as this. You get your kind of 3 face products, and then your eyeshadows and eyebrow cake, but they're just slightly different shades in the palette, and that is the, where have I got it? I've got my notes here. This and that one's called the Semblance palette. So the Semblance palette does carry different eyeshadows to this, but it does also carry the cream pigment in Hollow and the eyebrow cake in Thunder. So these 2 shades are the same in the Semblance palette. I originally purchased this palette for £45. The Semblance palette, which is from the Multifacets collection, is actually reduced from £45 to £22.50 on Illamasqua's website. I think that's an incredible price drop, and I will be popping a link in the description bar below if you want to go and check that out. So now we're moving on to a couple of products from MAC that I received for Christmas from their holiday collection, and we are starting off with this one here, and this is the Keepsakes Plum Eye collection. And this is what the outer packaging looks like. I kept the box, I think it's just so pretty. And inside you get your really beautiful eyeshadow palette. I'm obsessed with cameos. I love collecting cameos. Any necklaces with cameos, bracelets, anything, I'm there. I love the packaging on this, and I'm not sure if I've said already, but my boyfriend got me this for Christmas. So once you open it, it's got a really nice little mirror in there. Again, it stands up on its own. I'm so glad companies are doing that now, because I don't know if you remember, but there used to be a lot of palettes where you'd buy them, you'd open it and the mirror would just flop right down. It's not useful for anybody. It does come with a mini brush that I haven't used yet. It's actually still in the packaging. I'm not really sure if it will come in handy for me because it's quite tiny, but yeah, it's kind of cool they added that in there. And then you get 8 eyeshadows. So even though this was a limited edition palette, I did find that you can still purchase Nocturnal, which is this one here, really beautiful aubergine shade. Let me just swatch that for you. So that's Nocturnal there, very similar kind of colour to what I'm wearing on my lips today. The other eyeshadow that is available to buy individually is called Shadowy Lady, which is this really, really deep, almost black and purple shade here. Let me just swatch that for you. Shadowy Lady doesn't feel as smooth as the other eyeshadows in this palette, but it is still a beautiful colour. I just find sometimes it's a little harder to work with. But yeah, that deeper one there, that's Shadowy Lady. Overall, I do really love this eyeshadow palette. I think the eyeshadows are really beautifully pigmented. Even Shadowy Lady is still very pigmented, but I do find, I don't know, I just find the texture to be quite rough. But it's a really great palette, and I really enjoyed wearing this over Christmas. So I received this next product from my mum, and this is the Objects of Affection Pink and Rose Pigments and Glitter. And how beautiful is that packaging? Again, it's got the cameo on there, and it's just stunning. The thing about this box is it is reusable. You can always take those pigments out and you can use it as a storage box, or even it would make a really pretty jewellery box. You get 5 really beautiful rose and gold tone pigments. I love MAC pigments. A little goes a long way, and these are going to last such a long time. So I did go onto MAC's website just to see if you could purchase any of these pigments individually. These do retail at £17 if I haven't said already. So I did find that tan is available to repurchase, and this is described as a muted pinky brown bronze. And the other shade that I found that's available to purchase individually is called Rose, which is again possibly my favourite in the collection. I wonder why. It's kind of got that similar thing going on to Sonic from the Urban Decay palette. It's described as a rose with a copper sparkle running through it, and it does have quite a bit of glitter running through it. So those are the 2 shades that are still available to purchase from this collection. Overall, I was really impressed with these pigments. I love the different finishes. I love that you have this really awesome glitter one here, which I'm not going to swatch because it will just go everywhere. I do need to purchase some glitter glue so I can have some proper fun with that one. And this darker shade at the end is almost like a, I guess, almost like a satiny matte finish. It's not as shimmery as these 3 here. The final limited edition products that I want to talk to you about are some products from Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret opened just before Christmas in Birmingham, so I couldn't wait to go in there and try out some of their skincare products. So I've heard some really nice things about them, and they have such a huge range. These ones are from their holiday collection. We don't seem to have a Victoria's Secret website in the UK, not that I could find anyway, and I'm not sure if these are still being sold in store on possible sale or anything like that. I'm not sure. You would have to go in and find out. So unfortunately I can't really tell you whether these would still be available, but I imagine probably not because they were part of their holiday collection. I got 3 of the products from the holiday collection. They were on a 3 for £20 deal. So the first product I want to talk to you about is this Frosted Apple Ultra Moisturising Hand and Body Cream. Let me just read the little blurb here for you. It says it's the perfect holiday treat. Intensive formula is fortified with replenishing avocado and sweet almond oils. I haven't really used this much as a body cream. I mainly use it as a hand cream because I get really dry hands. I wash my hands a lot and I use a lot of hand sanitizer, so that really dries my hands out. But this not only smells, oh, it smells incredible. I love apple scented products. It's just a really beautiful, sugary, fresh apple scent. But it has really helped to moisturise my hands as well, so I've been loving this. And then I got 2 of their fragrances from the holiday collection. So the first fragrance I got was Snow Mint, which sounded unusual to me, but I really love the way this smells. It's not like pure peppermint in your face kind of mint when you think about Snow Mint. It's more like a vanilla based fragrance with just a hint of mint there, like a really nice sweet mint. I almost feel really fresh wearing it, and although it came out as a holiday collection, I almost feel like this would be a great fragrance for the summer. The next fragrance I got was the Warm Ginger fragrance, and this, I'm going to be honest, I love it. It just smells like cake. It's amazing. It just smells, I'm going to spray some now. But yeah, you do get a hint of ginger, but really it just smells like cake. If you watch my channel, you're probably familiar with the fact that I'm really into gourmand type fragrances anyway. But as I quite like smelling like vanilla cupcakes, this was right up my street, so I'm really glad I got this. The next few products that made my favourites for January are actually permanent products. The first product I'll talk to you about is my beauty blender. I just recently made a video on this. I'll pop the link down below for you if you want to see that. And the video was about how I apply both liquids and powder products with the beauty blender. So how to apply your entire base without the need of any other brushes really. This is such a great multitasking makeup sponge. Originally I was kind of skeptical about all the hype because it just seemed quite expensive for what it was, but I don't know, I take all that back because it really is incredible. It just gives you such a flawless finish. It's great for building up coverage, and it will build up coverage without making you look cakey. To me, it's just a great all-round makeup sponge. I did talk about this in my video, but I do especially like this for setting my under eye concealer with powder, and also applying my under eye concealer as well, because when you use this, obviously you use it damp, so this will expand in size, and because you're using it damp, I just feel like you're never going to apply too much product under your eyes, so it's really great for that as well. This next product is a foundation that I have reviewed on my channel. I will pop the link in the description bar below for that as well, and it's the Naked Skin foundation from Urban Decay. I've been really loving this lately. I feel like it is slightly too dark for my neck. My face is naturally darker than my neck. My face is actually really yellow toned, but then I just go really pale down here. So I tend to try and match foundations to my neck rather than my face. One of those people where you know if you see somebody and they've got a foundation on that's too dark and they haven't blended it down their neck, they've just kind of got this orange line on their face. Well, that's my face naturally. It is slightly too dark, but with some really good blending I can get away with it, it's fine. Or I can even add a white foundation in there as well. But this is such a great foundation in general. I just think it's such a great formula. It's a very thin formula, very liquidy. You do have to really shake it up a bit. I'd say it's a medium coverage foundation, which I didn't expect. So when you read Naked Skin, I thought it might be really sheer and not give very much coverage at all. But actually it's quite the opposite. So it gives a really nice your skin but better effect, but with some good coverage as well. The final product that I want to share with you today is a lip product. It is the winter, so my lips, I nearly dropped it then. My lips have been a nightmare. They've been so dry, so I've been using my Lush scrub, my bubblegum scrub. I love that stuff. And also my Nivea lip butter, and this is a vanilla and macadamia lip butter. Oh, it smells so good. It does smell and taste incredible. I don't necessarily like to apply lip balm too much, but I do try and fit it in with my skincare routine, so I'll apply it once in the morning and again at night with my skincare routine. And again, once I've applied this at night, when I wake up, my lips just feel kind of nourished and moisturised. I believe this is about £1.49 from Superdrug, but I really recommend it, especially if you struggle with dry lips like I do. Even though I said that was the final product, I just remembered I do want to share this with you. It's not really a beauty product, it's a water bottle, which sounds really odd. It's actually called a Contigo water bottle. This is what it looks like. I originally saw Leisha from Xparkage talk about this water bottle, and she was talking about how she couldn't explain it, but she needed to up her water intake because she wasn't great at drinking much water, a bit like myself. But she was saying there's something about this flask. It's to do with the flow of the water, which sounds really weird. But I kind of knew what she meant because I struggle really badly with drinking water. I think it's just the way that the water comes out of this flask. It's really weird. It's really hard to explain. It's just going to sound bizarre. I was trying to explain it to my boyfriend. He had no clue what I was talking about, so I just ended up letting him drink from it, and then he understood. But it's just something to do with the way the flow of water comes out, and it just feels really easy to drink from this. For example, a big bottle like this, if I want to, I can drink this within 10 minutes, which I would never be able to do if I just drank from a water bottle or a glass. This is a 24-ounce flask. You can see the numbers here. I believe that's 750 mils. I could be wrong. I think that's right. I tend to try and drink 3 of these per day. I'm absolutely terrible with water. It's not really my favourite thing to drink. I just find it really boring. But this has really helped. As you can see at the back here, it has this kind of button. It's got auto seal, so it's completely waterproof as well. So I can carry this around in my bag and it doesn't leak or anything like that. It's absolutely fantastic. And then once you press that auto seal button, you open it, I don't know if you can see there, and that's where your water comes out. Yeah, it's quite a huge flask, but overall it's absolutely fantastic for me. Sometimes I even put ice in this as well. You can even add a slice of lemon if you just want to flavour your water a little bit. But it is a really great product. It cost me £16. They're actually really cheap in the States, but over here they seem to be pretty expensive. So I was really unsure about it, but I tend to go a lot by what Leisha from Xparkage says. She always seems quite genuine, so yeah, I thought I'd give this a go, and I'm really happy I did. I need to buy my boyfriend one though because he keeps trying to steal mine. So that is it for my products that kicked off the year, i.e. my January favourites. I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.